Welcome back to episode 143 of the Block Runner Podcast. I'm your host, William, always here with your co-host, I-Man.
What's going on, dude?
And TJ's on the sticks.
Hey.
All right. So, of course, this is the Block Runner Podcast only AI edition.
Seems like we've been heading that direction. 2023 is the year of AI. Avi.
Not only we're heading in that direction, but everyone else is heading in that direction.
Yeah, and even our own little beloved crypto market seem to align.
Yeah, so we're
Mainia.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about that. We're on average, all AI crypto projects are up 300%,
roughly, or
give or take,
in the last 7 days. Yeah,
in the last 7 days.
7 days. Yeah, so it's been quite the little surge of action. And if you guys have been listening to us over the last several months. Ever since, I don't know, I guess AI really kind of like took over once we started using it in office, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like whenever the interest started to peak, right? The first time you introduced Jasper to me, I think.
Jasper, yeah.
And our first input,
dude, before the Mania, I was telling you guys, dude.
I know.
You got to use this application.
But see, that's the thing. I would have blown off the importance of all this if I didn't get my hands on it. Like if I fed it something of myself, right?
Yeah.
And then it generated something tremendously valuable.
We tested it.
Yeah.
We uploaded a transcript of one of our podcasts.
Yeah.
And they were like, summarize this.
And it fucking did a beautiful job.
It did.
It blew me away right from the get. So I was like, dude, holy shit. Like, it's happening. This is real. Something of substance has been provided on the behalf of the AI lads.
And then we were wondering, it's like, okay, now that these tools are out there.
What else is out there?
What are projects going to do with this in the crypto sense?
Oh, that too. Yeah. So, eventually we ended up getting to, it's like, this is so powerful, so important. Everybody's paying attention to it. ChatGPT came out after, I think, Jasper, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but then that came out. Everybody's like freaking out over that stuff. So, it
and
just seemed like an inevitable.
ChatGPT definitely, that's the inflection point.
For sure.
Easy.
What's a good parallel? Because I love to find parallels to things. It's like fucking
Industrial Revolution.
No, not that one. Like a parallel, like a catalyst type parallel. Because I think we know AI has been in the cooks. It's been in the labs for decades. But nothing really has been pushed forward into the public sphere.
Yeah, we've always heard. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we were just watching an interview about a scientist claiming that Google's AI was just
sentient, right?
Was sentient.
I remember that.
So many people were just like, nah,
dismissing it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, he's full of shit.
And I get it. I mean, you can get fooled of.
Well, imagine if his job was probably to spend many, many, many hours a day, just training it, right, and talking to it and putting in his own prompts, and then he was getting all these responses, and over time he probably was just like, damn, dude, this thing's legit. It's like, this feels like I'm talking to something's alive. Something alive, yeah. And then he just, I guess
everyone else dismissed it, but he was like, he was warning everybody.
Well, because he felt it before everyone else, and he's like, dude, you guys don't know what's about to hit you on the freaking face like a brick, right? And then OpenAI comes out and lets everyone get to taste.
Yeah.
Now everyone, I think, is starting to understand what that guy was kind of hinting at. It's like, dude, we're building something here.
Yeah.
That could quickly get out of control or quickly just completely transform everybody's expectations and reality and stuff like that, right? It's just too transformative, right? So here we are. And then once we started to understand how these things even came about, the training that's involved with that. Yeah. Then it's like, oh, dude, humans are much more involved in the curation process than we thought.
Yeah.
To generate these AI systems, I guess. So it's like, dude, crypto, dude.
Yeah, easy.
Sounds like a
easy
fucking
way
home
to capitalize on AI tech.
I think so. Or a good way, at least to spin up a narrative of dude, we're gonna galvanize a community of contributors through the,
That's a proper application of crypto with AI.
Yeah, it was the most expected, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's surface level, lowest hanging fruit type shit. Of course.
Yeah, if you want to emulate authenticity. But potential quick rug pull potential as well. It's yes.
Quick rug pull.
Here's our token. You're gonna earn this token if you train our AI.
Yes.
And then the token explodes and then rug pull and then you're done.
Well, yeah, of course. So let's be clear, right? Whenever we're trying to predict the next Mainia, as if we were like back in 2018, 2019, we're trying to figure out what's the next thing, what's going to bring interest back to the markets. It's like, it's got to be DeFi, right? Because that's the new hotness, right?
It was. And
then if we would have said that, which we were, then we were right. So here we are. I think we're right again, dude.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
100%.
Okay, well, let's bring up some charts to prove our rightness. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen from here. Like, this could literally be the most shortest lived Mainia of all time.
And I think it can be because it's so new and like
there's really not that much.
There's not that much.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it could possibly just be like a flutter of like.
Yeah, this could be activity. The top. This could be the top.
Could be, but we don't know. But nonetheless, it's something is sparked, right?
Yeah.
There is definitely like a lot of interest in how these AI verticals can exist in the blockchain space.
Yeah.
And a lot of these projects have been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like Fetch, pretty much all these in the top 10 in the AI space, they're not brand new projects. They've been like lingering for years.
Yeah. Ocean Protocol.
Yeah.
Numerare.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about artificial liquid intelligence.
Let's just take a look at that. What is that?
But yeah, take a look at these charts here. It's like exponential growth here on the value.
I mean, yeah, if you're looking for like charts, this is definitely what you want to see. You know what I mean? So we're
and there's not that many. There's literally a handful.
It's just one page that's on CoinGecko.
Yeah.
And then total market cap $2 billion. I mean, come on, dude. That's like Polygon has this whole sector smoked.
Yeah, by 5 times.
Exactly. So we're talking small fish here. It's really not moving mountains or anything. This isn't the singular reason why Bitcoin is staying afloat.
No, right.
But
this has the highest growth potential.
I think so. It's just one of the things that's seeing the most interesting right now. And it has a lot to do with, again, what's going on in the
Man, maybe we should have like a 20-minute series talking about all these projects. We had a comment in our comment section on YouTube, and they were asking us to interview these projects.
I mean, I want to.
I'd like to too.
Yeah, we'll reach out to I think a couple of them for sure. Fetch, because I've been having like a deep interest in myself for that project. Because remember we were introduced to them by I don't know if you guys remember this interview we had. It's not on our channel, but it's on his Mao Maverick.
Oh, yeah.
He was very big on the Cosmos ecosystem before I even heard anybody talk about Cosmos.
Yeah.
And then because of that, it kind of led us to this pathway of like discovering what Fetch does, right? It's like, wow, there's some serious value on Cosmos,
Yeah. I mean, Cosmos, it's competing pretty good against Polkadot.
Well, okay, see, that's another series we need to do is like revisit Polkadot. And we apologize, all you Polkadot hardcores out there, fanboys, because we've been promising we're going to do that. There's just so much other stuff to look into. But I have been hearing, and we have to validate these claims that like the developer growth on Polkadot is like surpassing everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
Because, these things can be, fluffed a bit. Like, developer commits on GitHub or something like that. That doesn't necessarily mean much, does it?
The commits, they do mean something.
It's just like,
but but are they actually measuring the commits? That's the real question.
So there's that.
Yeah.
I guess like they're tracking like the number of unique contributors per these ecosystems.
Yeah, it's tough because there's a lot of metrics in GitHub that you can measure.
Well, I know, but wouldn't you agree? Like, if we're looking to evaluate, which layer 1 ecosystem.
I mean that's a data point, but it's not the only one that you should consider, right?
Well, what's more valuable than that? Like, who's
community
marketing?
What's the size of the community?
Okay.
Actual product.
Product?
Yeah, the actual product.
Like DeFi.
Yeah.
TVL.
Yeah.
Things like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. So we'll do a deep dive on all that stuff because, I mean, the market's picking up quicker than I was anticipating,
For real.
And Bitcoin has a lot to do with that. And I think also, I don't know, it's just macroeconomic situation.
Yeah, it's calmed down significantly.
The fear.
Except there was a balloon that they shot down over Montana. What was up with that? All of a sudden, I see in my feed is like they blew up a balloon. It's like I didn't even know there was a balloon flying around. We were being spied by the Chinese.
Dude, but I feel like is that really a surprise?
I think so.
I guess from like a device like that, where it's like so like egregious. Like it's like in field of view. Like you can see.
They didn't even try to hide.
Yeah, people were filming it with their phone.
Yeah, exactly. Like what? I don't know, dude. Obviously, I'm not in cahoots with this Xi Jinping. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there.
What is to
my interpretation is
what is to collect from a balloon? Like
what they couldn't collect from. Don't they have space satellites too?
I would think they do.
They
Maybe
have
they
to.
don't.
No, they have to, dude. It's China. Come on, man.
Yeah, they have pretty.
Or if not, they could probably leverage Russian satellites. I'm sure they have like a little.
Or they hack everybody's like systems to see everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would have any issue when it comes to like overseeing or surveying like
Just
American.
go to Google Earth, China. It's all there.
Yeah. So then, if that's the case, then what are they doing? Is that a flex? Is that like a posture?
Well, not so. What is it doing up there? That's a good question, but I think we left it up there for a while.
Yeah,
like go across the country, and then they shot it down.
Well, think of the deliberation of that. It's like, okay, we know this is a Chinese device. It's like.
Should we blow it up over our citizens?
I guess there's that consideration. Like, where's it gonna land?
Yeah.
But even more so, like, how's China gonna react to this? Is this like a fucking war act? An act of war by destroying their?
No, I mean it's already an act of war by surveilling the country, right?
I don't know. Is it?
I would think so.
Is that like some sort of like?
That's a no-no for countries, dude. You can't just like look at them.
Yeah, but we're out there spying on everybody, dude, aren't we?
I guess.
So that's what I think.
But we're not doing it in an egregious way, like flying balloons over there.
Fucking balloons, dude. It's actually a balloon, which is hilarious too. Whenever I first heard that headline,
and they shot it down with an F-22.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Now that was a flex.
Yeah, it's like, bitch.
It's like we haven't used these in like 20 years. Let's just go launch one and take down a balloon.
Drive-by aircraft, dude. It's like, it was spot on, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't miss. Like, missile.
That would have been embarrassing.
If it missed.
Yeah, everybody's watching. You just miss.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to that pilot for sure. So I don't know, dude. There's definitely some weird shit going on, but that's not enough to like really spook the world, I guess.
Definitely not. Not a balloon. Not a balloon.
A balloon clash or whatever the fuck.
As easy as people pulled out their phone, they could see the balloons. We haven't seen any evidence of aliens, by the way.
What do you mean? There's tons.
Zero evidence. We have billions of cameras out there. No evidence.
I feel like there's shit tons of like videos.
Absolutely not, man.
Dude, even Tom DeLonge has like
who's that?
The Blink-182 guy.
Shame on you, Will.
Even he's out there posting alien videos and shit, dude. They're all over the place.
Oh, what do they look like? Dots?
Yeah, like
no, get out of here, dude.
Dots.
We saw a balloon in HD.
Well, you're right, I guess.
These like blurry dots. Get out of here,
they
dude.
are always fucking shitty. I mean, I'm not saying they're legit, but there's definitely like
there is no legitimacy until the scientific community says, "All right, we got some here."
I thought there's like a
no. There's not.
There's been like a confirmation.
I'm part of the scientific community, dude. I get those emails.
I don't know.
And there's nothing about aliens.
He's in the group text.
I don't know, dog.
Yeah. But anyway, that was a side note. I just wanted to guys, watch the video.
Trying to get a pulse on that macro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's really times definitely feel a little less
less
doomy.
Yeah, doomsday. Yeah.
What's it called? We're less of a doomer these days than we were. Why? Why is that, dude? What's with our emotions? I guess when the sky is falling and everything, prices just keep going down month after month after month.
Yeah.
You really start to factor in you only kind of like have selective interpretation of like what's going on in the world. It's like, dude, no wonder everything's going down. This place fucking sucks. It's like everyone wants to kill each other.
Yeah.
Viruses spreading like mad. Our economy is like all fake and rigged.
Yeah, yeah. Money's fake.
Yeah, fuck everything, dude. Just burn it all down.
Yeah.
But I guess now where things are kind of flat, we're in a market lull. Prices are kind of just like stagnant.
Yeah.
And in this case, now on the up and up, it's like all of a sudden skies are blue.
Yeah. But not,
weird?
the actual emotional feeling is the sky is blue, which is weird.
Well, I think that's a bad sign. like for us, like we're
Really?
too emotionally attached. I don't know if it's something.
Yeah, you're right. We're not good traders as a result.
We shouldn't be. No.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be like so co-opted by these like market forces.
Yeah, that's
we
right.
should be able to like view beyond them and be objective.
It's
and
like everyone is in like despair and depression. That means buy everything.
Yeah, I guess. But speaking of on the uppity up, yeah, dude, let's take it. So we haven't evaluated Bitcoin in a minute. It's because it's been kind of depressing to do so. Now we finally got.
Well, I mean, we've looked at the charts here, so
I know.
But now it's like in a different lens.
Well, dude, it's literally been like more than a year of just down.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not like officially in some sort of like bull market here.
Yeah.
But,
so this is 2017 peak, 20K. This is when we started the podcast. 3K, 3.5K.
Yes.
And then here's COVID. And then 1 year of ripping. And then I think it peaked at 69K. And then this is what looks like over a year of straight down.
Yes.
And that's the longest Bitcoin has gone down consistently.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, all the FTX contagion, I think, is pretty much like washed out at this point. There's very minimal.
Yeah, let me show you what FTX looks like. That right there.
Yeah, that's like basically COVID. That was like our COVID moment, right?
Yeah.
Black Swan event.
COVID was
totally pulled everything out of the bands of expectation.
Yeah.
Like that's an anomaly, dude.
It is. This is a unique anomaly for sure.
Yeah. So we're kind of recovering here from that. Like I think, dude, these lines say a lot. There's stories to every single squiggle.
There is stories.
You know?
You're right.
They don't look like much, but once you actually, if you could like pinpoint like events to all these different,
You can. Here's Elon.
Yeah.
Elon was about here. Elon tweets
like 30K or something.
Yeah, this is it. And
Yeah,
like it
basically-
explodes. Elon goes to SNL. That's when it dumps. Everything starts dumping.
You think that was
Yeah.
it? That was the top?
Yeah.
Okay. The first top. And then it kind of came back and then
Yeah, I was like, dude, we're going 100K. I'm accumulating.
yeah.
And then I was like, you see, I'm right. I was like, yeah, you're right.
No,
And
I
then-
did. Yeah, maybe. I guess I did. Like, yeah, dude, we're all going to the moon. Let's fucking go, dude.
Strap in, lads.
And
And here we are.
Yeah. A year and a half later.
Basically inverse action. So is it only up from here? Is the real question.
I think so. I think we're oversold by a wide margin. And I'm not just judging it by a rainbow chart. I think the sentiment is oversold.
Yeah.
I think the fact that we saw $15,000 Bitcoin after 69,000, and that only represents like 80% losses. That's 70%. It's not that huge.
Yeah, and I think factoring in again, like the macros, like we spent a whole year of just conjuring up as much FUD as possible and like injecting as much fear into the markets as we could.
Yeah, dude, we contributed to this down cycle, dude.
I think a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, mostly me, right?
Yeah.
Painting up these images of like max despair and like total collapse and
Yeah.
potentially this is it. Like this is Great Depression 2.0, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I still don't think that's off the table, but you know,
I think it is.
well, maybe like for the now, for the short term.
Yeah. I mean, I
mean, obviously, I could be totally wrong.
It's hard to believe that we're gonna spend a lot more time down here in the black.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like overall, like the scheme of our monetary system. Maybe we've concocted some sort of like,
sustainable,
some perfect
delusion.
Ruse. Exactly, some sort of perfect ruse.
Dude,
where
we gotta start that brand, sustainable delusion. Oh shit!
Why are you always trying to spin up brands, dude?
I don't know.
What would we do with that one? Sustainable delusion sounds like a strain of weed. It's just like a really
It's a good Instagram handle, that's for sure.
Yeah. Dude, we'll fucking scoop it up before someone else does. Shit. Before we publish this, someone's going to take it. Sustainable delusion. But that's what I mean. Maybe we've done that. Maybe
I think we have a system where it's pretty much infinite. As long as we keep playing. As long as we keep playing.
Yeah.
It's literally
as long as it continually produces like genuine value outputs, right?
And it certainly has.
I know it has.
Like big time.
I know. So as long as we continue with that like pace of
maybe
innovation,
what if like innovation just like stagnates for like 2 decades? It's like maybe the dollar is done.
Do you really see that happening though?
No way, not at all. I can't see it happening.
Yeah, there's just too many motivators to like continue to grow.
I agree.
Like, again, the perfect sustainable delusion, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's a good system.
Yeah.
But of course, it's got its downsides and stuff too, and its flaws.
Well, yeah,
but
that cycles.
People it's got wrecked. Limited participation. You know,
it's true.
What else? It doesn't account for the lowest common.
That's a good point, dude. So those are problems to solve for sure.
Yeah. And then over time, you're saying fusion's this breakthrough that's going to solve those issues at some point. Like no matter what, a human in any position on this planet should be like basically
optimistic.
Well, that's what you're telling me. Because at some point, like if this thing becomes viable, then like anything as far as like production of goods becomes like a
significantly cheaper,
almost basically free.
The cost of electricity, but not basically free because. To make a table, it takes resources like wood, right? So,
okay.
But the electricity required, the energy required to get the wood is going to be significantly cheaper. So things become cheaper.
Yeah. Then now we're talking about like getting rid of our like perfect delusional ruse. We're talking about converting to a whole different like
that's a good point.
Resource-based economy, right? Which you advocate for.
I think we only get to that point if we're able to see the value. In like having everybody fed and having billions of people contribute to an economy. Like if economists and capitalists see the value in that, it would make sense to transition to a new system.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it'll take, lifetimes before we recognize that value.
Nah, I don't know, dude.
I think so.
What about our original thesis about the metaverse enabling this kind of like sentiment shift?
I mean, it's going to contribute to it, but it's not going to change our human system from capitalism to like resource based.
I guess like the metaverse or like the decentralized ecosystem would have to get to a point where we're able to, I don't know, like
you know what,
I guess generate so much like economic value and then somehow transition that back to the real world. But I don't see that how that could even be possible.
Yeah,
I mean, could you have like a super DAO that's got generating trillions of dollars in annual revenue, and then somehow it's like we're so many like real world people are supporting this ecosystem, so we should probably like help them flourish. Like you're saying, take care of them because these are valuable people. So we should invest in fusion. Like that's just too hard though, because you would have to find a spot on Earth.
Yeah.
Right. And they erected this like little civilization, and then you would have to like grant people who are contributing to this digital economy. It's like, okay, you guys can reside here.
Yeah,
we'll take care of all your needs. Damn, dude, what a weird place that would be.
Yeah, it would be hard because you're contributing to this DAO, and the DAO is spending money in a geolocation that you're not in. So it's like, what the hell? What about us over here and over there? And creates divisiveness.
Almost seems not possible.
Almost does.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be impossible.
Well, nonetheless, so these technical innovations, I guess, there are a lot to be bullish about in general.
A lot of this really depends on like the proliferation of AI, the accessibility of AI too.
I mean, it's starting to look pretty goddamn accessible, dude.
Yeah, I think developers have a new tool in their tool set. To like,
well, not just that,
build cool things.
Not just that, just like now there's like a new race.
Yeah,
it's very reminiscent of like we see this all the time in Web3. Like a new sector will emerge, and all of a sudden, developers scramble to innovate.
Yeah,
like expand on like I guess basic primitives that came before them.
Right.
So that's happening. I mean, OpenAI, I guess, kind of like got Google to rush and.
Yeah,
because I've been hearing so much about how Google's investing so much in AI and so many things, right? But they never really put anything out other than those little devices that help you find songs.
Yeah.
That seemed like underkill to me.
What devices help you? Like
Google
Shazam?
Fuck, what's that thing called? TJ, you have one, don't you? Google Home or something like that.
Oh, those devices.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's AI, right? That's like a really primitive, basic,
Google released their AI music generator not too long ago.
Because of what's happening with ChatGPT, right? It's like in response.
Man, why now though? Google's been working on AI for decades.
That's my point. Yeah.
But why now?
It feels like they wouldn't have gotten around to it unless they got pushed by there's an obvious demand now.
Well, you know what it is? In doing research in this stuff, Google probably didn't release a bunch of AI products because there's a lot of disagreements as to people misusing it and mistreating the technology. And
they probably don't have a lot of consumer facing stuff either. Like there's nothing to release if there's nothing to interact with.
Yeah, maybe they simply just didn't think like this whole like chatbot shit would be like interesting to the public. Maybe.
I don't understand how it's not interesting that you can interface with AI. That's fundamentally interesting, I think.
I mean, maybe, okay, so obviously maybe they just had like a roadmap and it was like, oh yeah, 2025.
I think it was politics, dude. It's like, oh, engineers, we can't release this because if AI hits the blockchain, all of a sudden you can't stop it.
Really?
Shit like that. That was a reference from Silicon Valley.
So you think that was holding them back?
Potentially, yeah.
I really think they didn't have anything to offer. Like somebody, like nobody cares about the tech stuff.
But we saw this video, TJ, about AI talking to a human, and the human didn't know that they were talking to AI.
Yeah, and this thing was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like they just weren't in any hurry or rush to hit the market with these products.
See, I don't understand how they didn't know that they should have been in a rush, because now with ChatGPT, there's talks where for the first time, I realize how useless Google search is.
Useless?
Useless. Because when you go to Google, you go to find answers. That's why you're searching for answers, right?
Yeah.
But now with AI, it gives you the answer. It completely, 60% of Google's revenue is from search.
Yeah, I understand, but I mean, don't you still use it like on a daily basis?
Oh, yeah, but that's because I don't have an AI to answer all my questions.
What do you mean? Why don't you just get a ChatGPT account?
That's not going to answer all my questions with accuracy.
No, it won't.
I need.
Yeah, so
I
it's
need
not
that accuracy.
It's not useless then. It still has
No. But it will be useless.
Yes. Okay. Agreed.
Searching.
Yeah.
Where you have options. Do I choose the actual true answer, or do I choose the conspiracy theory?
Yeah.
And they were both blue links, and I don't know the difference between the two. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a problem for society. This is an issue. We can't have people choosing conspiracy theories.
What about the issue of AI bias?
Okay, yeah, of course, that's a real issue.
It's not perfect.
No, it's not perfect. Yeah. I agree.
So there's issues on both ends, right? So I mean, I don't see a reason why Google can't just expand its existing tools, and then we can use them both. Why can't they coexist?
No, you do need to perform your own due diligence of research, right? You can't just assume that AI is right and that's the answer. I agree.
I think after our interview with Personal AI, that's become more clear.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't...
Yeah, for sure.
I doubt there's a solution to this problem on the horizon where, we can't always be ignorant or just disregard their own human biases that go into the curation 100%. Of these data
Yeah, because
sets.
these are ultimately AIs built by humans, and humans are all biased on something.
Exactly. I don't know what's the workaround to this. I mean... That's a whole endeavor on itself.
It is, yeah. Some sort of checks and balances.
Yeah, that could do. Yeah. Some sort of committee. I don't know, dude. It's like another AI committee in charge of regulating AI itself. I don't know, dude. It's going to be a squirrely issue, but nonetheless, you could still... I guess it's going to be up to the individual user to be able to identify. This is why things like, critical thinking are going to be much more
important.
Relevant and important to be able to identify dude, maybe this is not as reliable as I think it is.
It's like critical thinking engineer. It's like salaries starting at $150.
Yeah, man. Why is it so impossible to get a non-biased
I don't know.
Middle?
I think it's because we're inherently biased. Just
by
just our nature of our existence is just biased.
Yeah, just because we're singular individuals, I guess. It's fuck, that's tough.
If you grew up in an environment where it's focused on religion versus an environment that's focused on science, you can't help it, right? You just can't help being biased.
You can't have it all, in other words.
Yeah.
Our human minds aren't capable of that. But, I mean, these computer minds should be.
Yeah, they should be able to see the data from the science side and the religion side, and they should see, which one's more productive for human society, right? Which one's more constructive? Which one? Show me the evidence of productive stuff coming from ideologies.
I see.
And it's skewing towards science.
See, but then you'd have to identify. Okay,
it skews to science. Yeah, there's some benefits to like the religion ideologies, but the benefits of scientific stuff, everything scientific, is clearly beneficial, significantly more beneficial.
Yeah, you're really gonna have to start that religion soon, dude, without a doubt. Because you're gonna have to get people to, not just you, but like this is a potential solution to this problem. It's like, okay, if we're always gonna live in an existence where we can never be certain of like a bias, like we can at least be like transparent about this bias. Yeah. It's a scientific bias.
Oh, 100%. 100%. If you're just transparent about your bias, yeah, I think that's completely reasonable.
And then now you can attract a certain user base. Like, hey, you want to use our chat bot interface? I mean, just know, what you're going to get in return is, a little skew towards this philosophy or ideology, whatever the fuck.
Sure.
So then
it's like I made my conclusion because of scientific principles that can be verified by any human on the planet independently from the data.
If that's the case, couldn't we we actually render God, like a Christian God with all the information we have about Christ and the Christian religion?
Train it
to think, digest all that information, and then you could interface with it as if you're asking God a real question.
Okay, yeah, you could do that. That would be a cool app that you could just.
Yeah, it's it's as close as you're gonna get to God on Earth.
It's like, what was the justification for giving children cancer?
Yeah, I think it would say something along the lines of, I'm not God, so I can't answer that. That's the point. Yeah. We need an AI, if you're part of that Christian faith. I guess we rely on popes and stuff to answer these things, but come on, dude, he's just another guy.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows a lot about
just another guy, yeah.
But he knows a lot about his niche.
He's not better than AI, knowing everything about.
Yeah, exactly. So if I were a Catholic or Christian or a Muslim or whatever the fuck, I would like to interface with an AI that has that specific curated niche.
Yeah, so would I. I'd like to interface with that.
But you would prefer your science God, which doesn't exist. Which you're kind of inadvertently creating one, right?
I'm just doing research, right? Interfacing with this.
I know, but you would rely on that feedback.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna ask.
In the same way,
what is happening with fusion?
No, you wouldn't.
No.
But somebody who does believe in the faith, would.
Yeah, and I'm sure this AI would be extremely useful. Yeah. Hey, I'm struggling with this thing that's happening with my family. Give me the strength to do this and that, and it'll just prompt.
Give you a beautiful,
something inspiring.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Speaking of inspiring, I need you guys to watch episode 3.
Of what?
Of The Last of Us.
Dude, I haven't even seen 1 and 2. What the hell?
Well, because there's a line in there that is worthy to inspire people to go into war.
Oh shit.
You're part of it, dude. You're in it.
Can you not recite it right now?
No, I cannot.
With the same vigor and no, dude. I thought you were a leader, dude. The fuck?
Action.
Yeah. Let's hear it, dude.
I mean, I don't want to ruin it. I want you guys to watch it.
All right.
But I want to get your guys' feedback on it because.
Well, TJ, he'll probably watch it tonight.
I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah. Me, it's gonna be tough. For one, I don't have an HBO account, so good luck, dude.
But
that's bear market talk right there.
Exactly. My subscriptions are weighing me down, dude. Can't handle that kind of shit right now.
Well, I mean, you don't watch television anyways.
I don't. But this one's getting so much hype that I think I have to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you're starting to see hype. I didn't think it was that.
Dude, literally everybody has asked me, have I seen The Last of Us?
Interesting.
Everybody.
Interesting.
I know, dude.
It's HBO, dude.
It's the same. Everybody's talking about AI now too, dude. I'm hearing from the world, the normal space.
The normies, yeah.
The normies, when they go into their offices and stuff, they're getting.
Have you heard of AI?
Yeah, they're having conversations in the office about this stuff now.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It is huge. 100%.
That's that reminds me of when NFTs exploded.
Yeah.
Or, what else?
Yeah, they're about to get scammed.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Potentially.
no.
I mean, we're nearing like, I don't know. Fuck. What are we nearing?
The singularity.
No, not that. Like, that's too goddamn
Futuristic.
far in the future.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like we're like in a half mania. I don't know, dude. It's weird.
Well,
This
we're
AI
definitely. Yeah, I think this is the first part of a mania. I think there's so much talk about AI. It's obvious AI crypto tokens that you can speculate. People are just gonna FOMO in and see what happens, and we're seeing 300% on average.
Yeah, I need to see more. Like, yeah, we definitely need to do a technical deep dive, breakdown into every single one of these coins so we can understand the space a little bit better.
This isn't gonna last that much longer.
Yeah, and also to be clear, we're not like advocating to like ape into any of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, eventually.
Even I'm scared to like touch any of it.
Yeah, same. Eventually, this 7-day column here is gonna have 50% losses.
Red.
Yeah, all red. And then now's the time to like capitalize. When blood in the streets, right? I think there's still some potential here.
Yeah, see, we need some sort of DeFi was popping off. There was like clear indication metrics of growth. Like, remember we go to DeFi Pulse, and then we saw like the TVL at like 500 million.
Yeah.
And then like a couple of days later, it hit like 1 billion. Then like a couple of weeks later, we're at like 4 or 5 billion. We're like, holy shit, dude, this DeFi thing is going ham.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is going to be like the AI equivalent?
Well, it's just a market cap of all AI.
That's not good enough, dude.
Yeah, it's good enough.
This sector needs to be producing something, is what I'm saying. Not just appreciating and like.
What are you producing and locking up token value? What's the production?
No, like the projects themselves. Like
but DeFi didn't really produce anything. It just locked up people's money.
That's a good point. It was really not
producing
much
anything.
Production. I mean,
AI doesn't need it. AI.
It implies. Well, it implies like the more liquidity being locked up into DeFi, the more like servicing that can be facilitated on behalf of DeFi to more users. So there is a production there, right? It's like a bank is getting bigger, a distributed, accessible bank.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So like that's
something.
That's something that people can extract value from, and who don't have access to that kind of financial tool, right? That was the whole premise, and that's what got people excited and like buying into the DeFi vision, right? It's like, dude, this is gonna fuck everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So what is the AI thing?
Well, it's the actual application of AI. Like one is
but
about DAOs, one is about like generating images.
What about those computation units? Isn't that like a thing? Like that's like an expense.
It's an expense. It's a cost to generating whatever you're generating: text, pictures, videos.
So somebody needs to like neatly aggregate all the computational units that are being like
consumed,
Kirby'd up, like
you
know what I mean? As a result of Web3 AI. I'm just trying to brainstorm here, like something like a value.
I see. So basically,
a value metric,
a chart of computational units consumed, and like if you see an exponential growth, that's like
because each of these products probably have different like applications for AI.
Yeah.
Some are like image generators, some are like fucking trading bots, some are motherfucking potentially DAO governors.
Yeah.
And you can go down the line of what AI can be useful for, right? But at the end of the day, they all operate on the same like computational unit, right?
I would think so.
Something along those lines. So that'd be a good little like
metric.
Something I could look at that's like, damn, dude, these Web3 guys are producing something.
Yeah, because token number going up is not representation.
That's not good enough.
Singularity net, like actually producing something. Yeah,
exactly. That's like, it looks good. It makes me want to ape in and FOMO because I don't want to miss out on the next 500%.
That's a good point.
But I don't actually know if they're actually achieving anything. Is the point?
Yeah, and so token value lock (TVL).
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was an indicator of like some
actual production of.
Yeah, like
usage of the protocol.
Yeah, like the protocols were functioning as designed, right? They were programmed to bring in people as liquidity contributors, and as a result, now there's more accessibility to these financial.
I wouldn't
protocols.
put it past right now that this chart already exists.
No way, dude. There's no fucking way.
Consumption used to train notable artificial intelligence systems.
This is another one. The whole training thing too.
Yeah, training. Yeah,
that's another good like little metric because that would indicate to me that the Web3 AI sector is like they're contributing towards making useful AIs, right?
Look at this. Computation. Who's this by? Computation is measured in total petaflops.
Whoa,
which is
what
10,
is that, dude?
10 to the 15 floating point operations.
What the hell?
So we're looking at drawing, driving, games, language, multimodal, other, speech, and vision. Vision seems to like take the volume here, but drawing is the most computationally intensive.
Dude, this shit started in 1950 and ended in 2006. I guess that's the point, right? It's just we're accelerating.
Yeah.
I want to see the 2020 chart. It's probably like straight up, dude.
Like straight up.
Straight up. Wow. I don't necessarily know if, I mean, that's...
So the charts exist. We just got to find them.
Well, and then these Web3 projects need to actually start, showing some proof of intelligence? No, proof of POI?
POI?
Proof of, dude.
Proof of work.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Proof of work.
Yeah.
Something's being done, right?
That's interesting.
I don't want to just see like prices go up because everyone's talking about AI.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's not good enough.
Compute trends across 3 areas of machine learning.
So everything's up. Avi.
No, but you bring up an excellent point. That's something that we need to find and we need to showcase. So once we find it, we're gonna be looking for this because that is a very good indicator that production of value is happening from AI.
Yeah, because I mean, we can't just have another white paper mania here.
With AI.
Yeah, just
it's like we're gonna take over the world with AI.
I have
Here's our white paper.
I have been seeing some of that like language of like, dude, it's like the power of AI will like free humanity.
Yeah.
It's like join us now.
Yeah.
Shit like that, right? It's just all grandiose, nothing really like of substance. Again, it's just fucking raw speech, And then you go on Twitter and then you see all these like bullshit like bot campaigns supporting those same offset.
And then you go to Dex Tools, it's already 1000x.
Yeah, it's wild, man. This whole space is just ridiculous. So I don't know. We have no choice but to keep our eyes on this thing, anyways, because there are still legitimate competitors. Like again, we got to go deeper into Fetch because Fetch has been around forever. We got to go deeper into
personal AI is going to launch a token eventually.
Yeah. See,
look out for that video on March 1st.
March 1st. You heard it here first, dude. It will be scheduled.
Yeah.
Mark it on your calendars.
8 a.m. Central Time.
That is without a doubt the most interesting conversation we had about artificial intelligence.
Indeed.
And it tapped into everything.
Philosophical.
Could have gone a little bit more philosophically deep, but we only had an hour. So, I mean.
Yeah, we ran out of time quick on that.
I know. So, we wanted to know, like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Are we really at this? Is just like some sort of like short-term inflection point, and like we're gonna have like another 10-year lull in between, like AI does something more impressive than what we're experiencing now?
Yeah, this reminds me of when Mark Zuckerberg changed Facebook to Meta.
Yeah.
And all the metaverse companies like, they exploded.
I know. And now we're in like that metaverse lull, right?
We're in the metaverse lull, but the same thing happened with ChatGPT is the meta moment for AI.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the parallel I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because you're right. That pivot all of a sudden got Microsoft acquiring like game companies for like $70 billion, scooping up Activision, right? It's like, dude, fuck, let's gear up for the metaverse too. If Meta's doing it, then we have to account.
Yeah, and they invested in OpenAI with $10 billion, which was a steal for 50% of the company.
But see, that got Google moving. Now Google's like, dude, take my music AI. Take my, what's it called? Bard?
Bard, yeah.
Take it all, dude. We're publishing everything we've been working on. It's the catalyst.
Dude, I think Google has the resources to win big time.
Oh, absolutely.
They got all the data. They got all the training information that they need from everybody.
Yeah.
They would win the AI race.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, we're like in the front seats of like, I don't know, something it's a good show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it's like The Last of Us, dude.
So you're saying this is going to destroy us? Inevitably.
I mean, it can. I don't think it will. I'm such an optimist that it's hard for me to believe that AI is going to be like Terminator.
No, not AI, but like people can leverage it in a Terminator-esque way.
Yeah, they certainly can. I mean, this is like a warhead, a nuclear warhead.
Exactly.
Use it for good, nuclear fission, power plants, or nuclear bombs. The same tech. It's the same thing.
Oh, Lord. Fucking AI, dude. I don't know. This is definitely like a weird, like a fucking
path that we're taking.
Dimension we're in. Yeah, like it definitely like we've been having conversations amongst ourselves. Like now, like simulation theory like makes total sense.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
Like before, it's like, dude, this sounds like crazy talk. But now, based on the pathway we're on now, like there's no way there's not a viable chance that like some higher intelligence being didn't eventually come to this similar inflection pathway where they could just kind of like create some sort of a method to generate intelligent life forms, right?
Yeah,
I don't know to what end. I could think of a few reasons why I would want to like create some sort of simulation type of environment.
Yeah, like
leveraging artificial intelligence to the benefit of like, you know, trying to understand more about certain things, right?
I'm trying to find a tweet that I share with you guys. Mm-hmm. I don't know where I put it, but it's Lex Friedman talking about everything's an API.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. But it was basically him explaining like the existence of humanity being an API call to something else, and then ultimately, like we're rendered just we're definitely in a simulation. Ultimately, in this tweet.
Shout out Pepe God and that crazy Rovi accessory. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah. Here it is. Humans are an API to ChatGPT.
Okay.
ChatGPT is an API to Python.
Okay.
Python, which is a programming language, is an API to C, another programming language.
Okay.
C is an API to assembly, another lower level programming language.
All right. We're going deeper.
Assembly is an API to binary.
That's as deep as we get, I think.
Ones and zeros, computation, right?
Gotcha.
Binary is an API to physics. And physics is an API to the machine that runs the universe.
It's computation all the way down.
Yeah.
What's that machine, dude? That's just...
Well,
physics.
Yeah, physics is the API call to the machine that's running the actual environment.
Interesting.
And it's so true. I mean, it's exactly this.
Yeah. So what does that imply?
What implies that we're in a simulation.
Oh, God. I think so, man. It's becoming much more like...
Likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
which, does that change anything? Yeah.
Does that change anything? No, absolutely not.
It doesn't change. All of a sudden, like, we've come to this understanding, like, we're more powerful. It's not like we all become Neo. Yeah. As a result of our newfound, like, discoveries. Like, dude, this is all fake. We red pilled ourselves, but like we don't get any benefit to that. No, if anything, we're just stuck in a perpetual existential angst now. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, if you listen to Elon Musk talk about simulation and all that, he says that it's pointless to talk about because even if we are in a simulation, it doesn't matter.
It's still real to me, damn it.
I know it's
that wrestling meme. Have you seen that one?
No.
Javier, put it up right here.
It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Easy, man. It's still real to me. Yeah, you know, Javier definitely knows this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, it doesn't help because that's just...
It's just interesting. It's like some kid is running his laptop and running the universe on his laptop. It's like, that's cool. That's cool to know.
Yeah, it's like, why do this? If you have the power, the ability to run this simulation, why do it in the first place? What are you trying to extract from it? Is it just for fun?
High school research paper.
Is it like a higher...
Hey, my universe, humans just discovered AI.
Yeah, exactly. Or it's literally like entertainment for like whatever godlike entity spun up this physics engine. Right?
Maybe in a different universe, we're like discovering how to travel the universe. In the exact same time frame.
Yeah. Or there's no such thing. Yeah, exactly.
It's like in this universe, they had dinosaurs. Look at this, guys. In another universe, they probably didn't.
Yeah, to me, this adds more to the bucket of like a creator.
Yeah, it's possible, for sure.
I mean, of course, this does imply a creator.
Yes,
simulations don't just start themselves, right?
Yeah.
There is a button pusher. There's something there
Sure.
to
Yeah.
orchestrate all of this physicality and all these different, mechanics of the universe.
Mm-hmm. It's quite possible.
But this is something we can never prove, so fuck.
Yeah, that's also pointless.
Yeah, I know. So I guess we just keep going along, dude. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, well, what else do we have, right?
I mean, you could go down this pathway and keep just, philosophizing about this idea, because isn't it? There's some importance in
you'll
trying
never
to
get
discover.
anywhere. You'll never get anywhere.
What about for your own personal satisfaction?
There's pointless.
What about on a societal level? Like, what does this mean?
No. We are actively attacking this question with AI fusion. We are actively trying to do what you're saying.
Yeah.
As a humanity, we're actually trying to figure it out.
I like that.
So
that seems like a good overall ultimate purpose, and it's definitely not something that's been agreed upon. It's just kind of innately a part of our
it's
desire,
a manifestation of capitalism.
Well, I think capitalism is part of the components to get us to this ultimate true understanding of our existence.
Well,
right? I think this we can ignore it and try our best not to talk about it.
But the motivation of creating AI is to make shit easier, better, faster.
I know.
That's the motivation. So
but for what? Why?
To make money.
You think that's it?
Yeah.
These guys are only thinking about money.
Yes.
These engineers.
I mean, they're not only thinking. I think inherently it's interesting, so they're building it. But
I think in
order to make it sustainable, it's got to make money, right? This is our ethos.
Of course. That's.
If it doesn't make money,
that's how you make things sustainable.
Look,
that's how you build.
If you build an AI, which everyone is using like ChatGPT, and it makes no money, eventually you run out of money. Eventually investors be like, this is a money pit. Figure out how to make money.
Dang it, Will. I thought you were going to say if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking more along the lines of...
It's not a public good yet. Well, and public goods just means that it's cheaper, like electricity and water.
Yeah.
Those are not very expensive, in the grand scheme of things.
Fuck me, dude. All right.
So
let's separate from AI for a second. Let's get back to...
Wait, what's the time, TJ?
8 minutes.
Okay, we got 8 minutes.
Okay, well, little Decentraland update. Quick pivot here.
No big deal.
Yeah, because this is what happens every time we talk about AI. We go down these rabbit holes. Now I'm questioning my whole existence. Dude, I'm borderline, losing my mind.
So check out this tweet from Jason X. So
yes,
if you remember,
shout out Jason X.
If you watch any of our older videos, in the last week, we talk about Jason X, and we've been interfacing. Big contributor to Decentraland and MetaZone and all that. So
yeah, great guy. Great guy.
He
also owns tons of names.
Yeah, tons of names.
Yeah,
DCL names.
Over 1,000, I bet.
Yeah. So he's been a big part of Decentraland for a while, and we've been kind of talking on Twitter. It's like, hey, with this DCL Worlds, which Decentraland is using the name NFTs that represent your name in Decentraland as individual isolated worlds of infinite land.
Yeah, man.
That you can deploy content to.
This is another thing I wasn't expecting to manifest so quickly.
Yeah.
It's everything just it starts a rumor. Before you know it, it's freaking here, dude.
Yeah.
Now we're forced to react. It's damn.
And
what does this enable?
Implement, activate, encourage.
Yeah, because this has ginormous implications for a lot of different perspectives, right? Because if you understand, if you've been around Decentraland as long as we have, there's clear limitations and economic barriers when
access.
It came. Yeah, accessibility was the big one.
Yeah. Probably the biggest
just
one.
The economic viability of even developing anything in Decentraland, because it's the barrier of entry was too high cost to acquire space.
Yeah.
To deploy anything of substance is man, it's fuck. I'd have to invest a lot of money, either through purchasing land or renting it from somebody.
Yeah.
Just to get something deployed to prove my concept.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't know if I'm going to generate any income from it, so it's not sustainable, right?
Right.
That's the realization that led us to, build the platform MetaZone in the first place, to kind of alleviate those pressures from developers, right? You could still produce content and distribute it to people who do have those means, right? Who do have that positioning of hosting these types of experiences.
Right.
And you could share all that amongst the ecosystem who are contributing to support that experience.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, but so yeah, we're like, damn, dude. When you really look it down, there's like 6,000 or 7,000 landholders.
Yeah.
In Genesis City, like.
Watch our previous video for more detail there.
That's true.
7,000 landholders for Genesis City.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 14,000 name holders
for Decentraland,
for
right?
Decentraland names. There's about 80,000.
So even that
names.
was like super exciting. That's like
that triples the market size.
Yeah,
right.
It's huge.
So now there's triple the amount of potential lands.
Yeah.
Landowners who can be deploying content and showcasing their world. So think of their world, a 3D world that represents, whatever it is that makes you, but in 3D, like a website in 3D.
Yeah, it's your own space, right?
Yeah. So then we were like, all right, Decentraland, this is cool, but you'd be even cooler if you enabled this for ENS domain names.
Yeah.
And so we looked at that, and they have 600,000 holders compared to 14,000, and there's roughly 2.8 million names for the ETH domain name.
Yeah. And
so in this tweet, we're looking at our first ENS World is live. Huge thanks to Roostin NFT and H. Provakos. So
we jumped in earlier.
The world is deployed in ENS
Yeah.
domain roostin.eth. And here's a tweet from Roostin. He was asked to test DCL worlds using my ENS roostin.eth, deployed my haunted build. Check it out if you're brave enough. And yeah, so there's the link. Here's some pictures of that location.
Yeah, we were in there not too long ago, and it's just like being anywhere else in Decentraland, basically.
Yeah.
It had infinite space like on the horizon, but obviously you can't just fill up forever with content. There is a limit, a 100 megabyte limit, but still it's pretty massive. The potential there is huge, but it's basically you're creating your own neighborhood, your own experience, unique to yourself. And yeah, we were able to, all of us, come in together into that single location. So it didn't feel like we were missing too much. It's just, now the owner of that Decentraland World has a much bigger, I guess, like responsibility. They got to create more content, right? Because it wasn't not nearly enough. It was just like one building, one small experience. This was like,
well, it was a proof of concept.
I know. I'm just saying that is kind of like, if you could jump in here, this kind of demonstrates exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. So this is the ENS domain name world.
Yeah.
ENS World, if you will. And it's infinite land, so you can build all over this green patch and beyond this green wall here. You can just keep building.
Yep.
But for now, this is what's deployed. And it's a building by Roostin. You can go up to it. There's some pretty good music here. And let's see. And then there's a video here. So there's like pictures.
Oh, gotta watch out with those pics, dude.
Yeah. But this is art, dude.
Oh, wait, the video's broken. What the hell happened to it? Well, earlier there was stuff playing on it.
Yeah, there was.
But you get the idea. So this is like somebody's literal pad, right? Like this, you can invite your friends to this space.
Yeah, you can
customize it however you want.
Generate income depending on the content that you deploy here.
You could, if you just happen to know like some popular DJ, you'd be like, hey man, can you host have a little DJ event in my space?
Yeah.
And then you market it on Twitter. It's like, dude, we're gonna have all this stuff. I got, I don't know, fucking Snoop Dogg coming in his avatar form just because I'm that cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, look at this. Oh, look. There you go, dude.
Yeah. DJ starts. Right on cue, dude.
Exactly. So, like, I'm putting together this event. So, but there's one caveat. You're going to have to buy this $10 wearable.
Yeah.
To get, like, access to this club space.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. It's a pretty badass wearable. So, I'll pay $10. And then you sell, like, 100 of them because that's the max capacity.
Right.
What's that? 100 times 10?
1,000.
$1,000, dude.
Yeah.
Not bad for a night of play, dude. That's not bad.
Yeah, dude. So this is a big deal. MetaZone is going to be supporting it, obviously, and this is built by the community, and we think this is a brilliant idea. So now people are going to start getting the ideas. Like, now I can make my website in 3D, and I can make my own experience.
Yeah. Yeah, even if you don't want to go that route, just customize it with things that are very personal to yourself, right?
Yeah.
And have exclusive link only to people you really, really, really trust. Because you're gonna be posting up pictures of your family up potentially. You know, you could upload audio files here of like, I don't know, just like something funny.
Yeah.
Somebody said, just make it as intimate as you want. And I think that's kind of the whole purpose of the metaverse, right? It's just you build your own experience, just like you do on a website, but this is obviously way more engaging and intimate, right? Because you can't like invite somebody to your website and actually be present with one another like this.
That's true.
So looking forward to see this grow, dude. So this is the first, huh?
Yeah, this is the first one. So, I mean, we have names for DCO. We're going to have our own worlds. Obviously, we're going to be hosting Rovi content.
Yep.
Become a node in the ecosystem of Rovi.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I think that's going to be, I think the main activity for a lot of.
Oh, dude, go up there. I didn't even know you could go up there. Whoa. This is actually pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Rooftop party. There you go, dude. So, this is pretty typical of like what Decentraland can offer, but obviously there's a lot more you could do. But still, it's hard to kind of like state how important this development is. I don't know how Decentraland like Foundation will embrace this or not. We'll see. I don't see why. We made the argument in our YouTube video that we posted, like why it's like a no-brainer to support this.
Yeah.
Even if the DAO doesn't get like their cut of mana burn or whatever the hell.
Right. Yeah, even if they don't
no-brainer.
support this is the necessary path.
Yeah, this is the obvious pathway for the metaverse to accelerate and grow and, attract an actual multi-million user base. So the future is bright, dude. We got AI, we got the metaverse popping again. What else, dude? I guess the world isn't ending.
No, the world is not ending. Despite our 6 months of like despair.
Fucking straight despair, dude. I mean, we're human too, guys. This is our biggest flaw.
Yeah, it is. I wish we were AI.
No, you don't, dude. You'll change your mind
like
real quick.
No emotions. It's like just answers.
I guess you're pretty close to that. So,
all right. Well, that's the podcast. Definitely, if you're listening, watch on YouTube. There's a lot of visual content here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any questions, any thoughts, do you agree on the metaverse? Do you agree on AI?
Yeah, are we crazy? Like to think this is like a bullish sign? Is this going to destroy the metaverse?
Yeah. Did you already have AI tokens and you're up 300% on your AI portfolio, your $100 investment?
Is AI just a gimmick, a scam in the making? The world's greatest perpetuated fraud? Unlikely, but let us know your opinions and your thoughts because we always want to hear contention, right?
Yeah, and follow us on Twitter at The Block Runner, at MetaZone.io, and at Rovi AI, and we will catch you in the next podcast.
Peace.